Hey, what's up, volleyball community? Hope you guys are doing well. Hari from Wonder of Volleyball here, and welcome to my corner of the internet. In this channel, you'll be getting to know about all things volleyball. Like and subscribe, and let's get into today's video. As a volleyball player, you want to be one of the top players in your team wherever you happen to play the sport, be it high school, college, club, competitive, or pro level. You want to stand out in your team for whatever role that's given to you. For that, you need to know the do's and don'ts of volleyball. Why should you have to know it specifically? When you have this knowledge, it'll help you to grow as a volleyball player in many ways, starting from nailing your role to becoming one of the best in your team. So today, we'll be discussing in detail about the do's and don'ts of playing volleyball as a player of the sport. So before we get into the video, here's an interesting fact about volleyball. It was first introduced as an Olympic sport in 1964. Since then, volleyball is one of the most watched sporting events all around the world. First, let's look at the do's, and then we'll move on to the don'ts of volleyball for beginner players. Do invest in quality volleyball gear. I can't stress this enough. To perform at your best level during a volleyball match, you must have quality volleyball gear with you, such as volleyball shoes, socks, ankle braces, knee pads, volleyball shorts/track pants, jerseys, arm sleeves, elbow pads, and finger tapes. Along with that, it is necessary that you have a quality water bottle with you. Along with the protective gear for your body, it's important that you keep yourself hydrated. So, the role of the water bottle is to keep you hydrated during a volleyball match. Don't think about these investments as a waste of money or spending money. Rather than think about them as an investment to improve your overall game performance. These are the benefits you get when you invest in quality volleyball gears. Number one, it increases your overall match performance. Number two, it prevents your body from getting unnecessary injury. And number three, it helps you to play longer. Do ask your volleyball coach for advice and opinion on your overall game. There are a multitude of benefits you can get when you ask your coach for their thoughts and opinions about your overall game. Here are some of the benefits you'll get. It'll help you to clearly understand what you are supposed to do during a particular match situation. It helps you to clearly identify the role you are expected to play in a team and the skills required to do it successfully. Asking advice to your volleyball coach aids you to identify and fix the errors that you have on your overall game. I could go on and on and on about the benefits of asking advice to your volleyball coach, but the simple thing is, there's nothing wrong in asking their opinion, and in fact, they have lots of experience under their belt, and it'll aid you to improve your overall game in so many ways. And also, you can function better during match situations if you have your coach's inputs. Do communicate with your teammates often on the court. Do you want to know the number one reason for teams lacking cooperation and togetherness on and off the court? The main culprit here is lack of communication. It is this significant thing that derails volleyball teams and coaches from achieving anything meaningful on and off the court. So to avoid that, maintain clear communication with your teammates and your volleyball coaches alike. This will allow you to perform well and cohesively as a team, and it'll allow you to understand each other's playing style and communicate accordingly. That way, you know about your teammates well and you can really perform to your best as a team. Do spread a positive vibe around your team. This is crucial. Spreading a positive vibe around your team allows you and your team members to focus, regroup, and play well during the times when things go not according to your plan and whenever the going gets tough. It is seriously important, and who doesn't love to be around a positive person? Being a positive member of the team helps to lift the overall mood of the team, encourages a player if they have a bad day to put behind the performance up to that point, focus on the game and start doing well, and allows you and your teammates to get together, regroup, and perform to the best of your abilities. Being positive helps in so many ways, and I truly believe that nothing costs to be positive around your team members. Also, your positivity affects your teammates in a really good way, and this allows everyone to understand one another and work together as a team. Do give your best at all practice sessions. Want to know what excites a volleyball coach? It is the enthusiasm of the players to give their best. A volleyball coach loves to see players excitedly practicing and helping each other out. Also, they want to see players trying really hard to perfect the skills related to their roles in the team. When you try hard and be supportive of other players, you will earn their trust immediately. Do all of your practice sessions to the best of your ability, and when you leave the court, you should have gotten something out of it, like learning a particular skill or helping to make another player understand and get good at a certain aspect of volleyball. You'll feel a sense of satisfaction if you follow this method. Now that you know all about the do's, it's time to move on to the don'ts of volleyball for beginner players. Don't skip the basics. No matter what role you play in the team, it's important to learn and understand the basics of volleyball. This will allow you to perform significantly well in the sport and lets you learn and understand the position-related skills such as passing, serving, digging, and setting. Having the basics at your fingertips is particularly advantageous if you are trying out for a team. And who knows, you may perform well during the day with your skills, and the coaches would select you based on your overall performance for the team you are trying out. Don't be afraid to talk to your coach. The obvious disadvantage of not talking and communicating with your coach often is that you'll be missing out on the key information of the coach's observation on your overall play, the errors you're making during the match, and key pointers on how you can improve them. Talking and communicating with your coach often builds a strong relationship between you and your volleyball team coach. Being afraid to talk to your coach does more harm to your overall play as a volleyball player. Your team coach is there to guide you during the tough times and provide you guidance and key pointers on how you can improve your overall play, and hence it's important to talk and communicate with your coach more often, clarify your doubts, and that'll inevitably allow you to perform at your best during all the matches you play in a season. Don't let the match proceedings get to you. Imagine this situation. Your team is behind in a match and you are trying to make a comeback. You're trying so hard, but things aren't happening for the moment. The easiest thing to do is to let the match proceedings get to you and pass on to the pressure to your teammates. This will affect your overall game, and in turn your team may suffer. Nobody wants that to happen, right? So, to avoid that, try not to caught up with the match situation. This in turn controls your overall game, and you may create chances for your team to get in front of the match. This may not be easy in the beginning, but let me tell you, a cool player under pressure situation is priceless for a volleyball team. Try to be that person and make a difference. Don't trash talk. To be honest, this is the ugliest characteristics you can have as a volleyball player. Do not trash talk about the coaches, players, your team members, officials, and whoever involved in the match. Your team members will lose trust in you, and that isn't a good thing to happen. Remember, volleyball is a team sport and your actions will surely affect the entire group. So, say and do good things whenever you happen to be around your team members. This will create a team bond between yourself and your team members. Don't be silent on the court. It isn't going to help anybody if you're silent on the court. Be loud, clear, cheering, encouraging, and communicating with your team members during a match. What it does is that it helps your team members to be prepared for whatever that comes their way, and it increases the chances of your team scoring points and moving forward in the match. And also, coaches love to have players who are communicating clearly on the court, and if you have that skill, It'll be an added advantage for you as a volleyball player. Some more do's and don'ts. Do always push extra during a match. Don't slack on the court. Do always eat healthier before, during, and after the match. Don't eat junk, unhealthy, and fast food items, especially during a volleyball season. Do watch volleyball matches, especially the professional kind, whenever you get a chance. Don't lose your physical shape entirely during the off season. Do be coachable. Don't be stubborn thinking that you know it all. I hope that you now have a clear idea on the do's and don'ts of volleyball for beginner players. Now it's time to put the knowledge in practice. Remember, you won't get everything right from the very beginning, and knowledge is only power when it's put in practice. I'd like to hear your thoughts about the do's and don'ts. Share them in the comments section below. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to Wonder of Volleyball if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now and take care.